Ever wondered why communication is so crucial in building and maintaining meaningful relationships? Think about it. When you first meet someone, it's often the quality of conversation, not just appearances, that leaves a lasting impression. But why is that? And how can we leverage this knowledge to form deeper connections with the people we care about? In today's video, we'll dive into some fascinating psychological facts about human behavior, especially how communication affects women in relationships. We'll explore how you can use these insights to improve your connections, express your feelings more effectively, and even handle tricky situations with ease. Curious about how this works? Keep watching to find out. The power of words in relationships. One thing to always remember: while physical attraction often initiates interest, it's not what sustains a meaningful connection. When it comes to winning someone's heart, words often have more power than you might think. Whether you're in a relationship or just starting one, the way you communicate plays a pivotal role. In fact, conversations that are honest, empathetic, and thoughtful build a foundation that goes far deeper than looks. Imagine sitting down with someone for a deep conversation. What draws you in? It's probably not their appearance after a while, but the way they engage you with their thoughts and feelings, right? This is the magic of communication. By choosing the right words and paying attention to how you deliver them, you can foster intimacy and understanding in a way that physical attraction alone simply can't match. Take, for example, a simple compliment. When it's sincere and specific, it shows that you've been paying attention and truly value the other person. It might be something as straightforward as, "I really appreciate how thoughtful you are," or even a casual observation like, "You always know how to make people feel at ease." These small but meaningful statements can go a long way in making someone feel special and understood. The importance of nonverbal cues. Words aren't the only way we communicate. Nonverbal cues like eye contact, facial expressions, and body language are just as important. Imagine someone saying, "I'm happy to see you," while looking down at their phone. It wouldn't feel genuine, right? Now imagine they say the same thing while maintaining eye contact and smiling. Completely different, isn't it? This alignment between what you say and how you say it can create a much deeper connection. It's about sending the right signals with your tone of voice, your gestures, and even your posture. A relaxed and open stance can convey comfort and attentiveness, while crossing your arms might signal discomfort or distance. So, when you're talking to someone, be mindful of how you present yourself physically. It can speak louder than words. Listening as an act of love. One of the most overlooked aspects of communication is listening. Not just hearing words, but actively listening to what someone is saying. And more importantly, what they might not be saying. When you genuinely listen to someone, you're showing them respect and care. You're signaling that their thoughts and feelings matter to you. This is especially important in relationships, where understanding your partner's emotions and concerns can strengthen your bond. Think of it this way. When you're talking to someone and they're truly listening, nodding in agreement, maintaining eye contact, asking follow-up questions, it feels good, doesn't it? You feel valued and understood. Now imagine offering that same sense of validation to someone else. It can turn an ordinary conversation into a meaningful exchange. In the realm of romantic relationships, being a good listener is often more important than being a smooth talker. When you respond with empathy and understanding, you're laying the foundation for a strong, trusting connection. And as a bonus, you'll often find that when you listen closely, people are more likely to open up to you in return, deepening the bond between you. Building trust through effective communication. In any relationship, trust is the glue that holds everything together, and communication is the tool that builds it. Open, honest conversations create a sense of security, where both people feel free to express their true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. This goes beyond just talking about surface-level topics. It's about diving into deeper subjects like values, aspirations, and feelings. For example, consider a couple navigating a disagreement. One person might feel hurt or misunderstood, while the other may not even realize they've done something wrong. By communicating openly and calmly, the misunderstanding can be cleared up before it spirals into a bigger issue. Approaching conversations with a willingness to understand, rather than just to be right, is key. That's how trust is built little by little, through each interaction. It's also important to note that non-verbal communication plays a role in building trust too. Imagine you're having a difficult conversation, but the other person keeps checking their watch or looking around the room. It wouldn't feel like they're fully invested in the conversation, right? Trust can erode if your verbal and non-verbal cues don't align. So, being present in the moment, both mentally and physically, can significantly enhance the quality of your interactions. The role of emotional intelligence. Another crucial element in communication is emotional intelligence. This means being aware of not only your own emotions, but also understanding and responding to the emotions of others. People with high emotional intelligence can navigate difficult conversations with grace, anticipate their partner's emotional needs, and handle conflicts with empathy. Let's say you've had a rough day and you come home feeling irritable. If you have high emotional intelligence, you'll recognize that your frustration isn't necessarily anyone else's fault. Instead of snapping at your partner, you might say, "I'm feeling a bit stressed today, so if I seem off, that's why. It's not about you." This simple acknowledgement can prevent misunderstandings and keep the lines of communication open and healthy. On the flip side, being emotionally intelligent also means recognizing when someone else might be going through something and offering support rather than criticism. If you notice your partner is quieter than usual, you might gently ask, "Hey, is everything okay? You seem a bit off today." This shows that you're attuned to their emotional state, and more importantly, that you care. Conflict resolution and growth. No relationship is without conflict, but how you handle disagreements can make all the difference in the world. Effective communication doesn't mean avoiding conflict. It means approaching it in a way that fosters growth rather than division. It's about finding solutions together rather than just trying to win the argument. When conflict arises, try to focus on understanding the other person's perspective rather than just defending your own. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you might say, "I feel like sometimes I'm not being heard, and that makes me frustrated." This shifts the conversation from blame to feelings, which opens the door for a more productive discussion. In fact, research shows that couples who communicate effectively during conflicts are more likely to grow stronger together. They develop problem-solving skills and learn more about each other's needs, which strengthens their emotional connection. So next time you find yourself in a disagreement, remember, it's not about who's right or wrong, it's about finding common ground and understanding. Emotional vulnerability as a strength. One of the most surprising things about communication in relationships is how much emotional vulnerability can actually strengthen your bond. Often, people are afraid to open up because they fear rejection or judgment. But in reality, showing your true feelings and being open about your vulnerabilities can be incredibly powerful. For instance, saying something as simple as, "I feel nervous about this," or "I'm afraid I might mess things up," can show the other person that you trust them enough to share your insecurities. This level of openness can deepen emotional intimacy, making the other person feel more connected to you. It also encourages them to be more vulnerable with you, creating a reciprocal cycle of trust and understanding. Being emotionally vulnerable doesn't mean oversharing or making every conversation heavy. It's about being honest about how you're feeling when it matters. Whether you're expressing excitement, fear, love, or frustration, being open and authentic can bring you closer to the people you care about, creating a comfortable and intimate environment. Inviting her to your place for a drink can be an excellent way to create a more relaxed and personal atmosphere. It sets the stage for deeper conversations, allowing you to get to know each other in a private environment where intimacy can naturally develop. The setting of your home, combined with the shared experience of enjoying a drink, creates a warm and inviting space that fosters a sense of connection. A gesture like offering her a drink can be thoughtful and considerate, subtly suggesting a more private setting without making things feel forced. However, the key here is balance. You want to invite her closer without pressure, ensuring that the invitation feels respectful and attuned to her comfort level. For instance, the way you phrase the offer can make all the difference. Framing it as a casual invitation, such as, "Would you like to come over for a drink?" allows her to feel in control and respected, while still opening the door to a more intimate connection. Reading the situation and tailoring your approach, just as important as the invitation itself, is the ability to read her cues and adjust your approach accordingly. For some women, a more direct and open style of communication may be more effective. If you sense that she has a bold, straightforward personality, you could consider using more explicit language to express your desires. A statement like, "The scent of your perfume is incredibly seductive," or "I can't help but feel a strong desire to be close to you," can communicate your feelings with honesty and passion. However, it's crucial to ensure that she is comfortable with this level of openness. Bold expressions of desire can be thrilling, but they must be delivered with sensitivity and respect. Always pay attention to her reactions, both verbal and non-verbal, and be ready to adjust your approach if necessary. Effective communication in romantic situations relies heavily on mutual respect and understanding. You need to be mindful of her comfort, ensuring that she feels safe and valued throughout the interaction. Non-verbal communication, the silent connector. Non-verbal cues play an equally significant role in fostering intimacy. These silent signals, steady eye contact, confident posture, a gentle touch, often convey more than words can express. They create a symphony of signals that deepen your connection. For instance, maintaining steady eye contact can communicate interest and build trust, while subtle touches can heighten a sense of closeness. The key is to align your body language with your words, creating a consistent and sincere message. This alignment between verbal and non-verbal communication reduces misunderstandings and fosters a more genuine connection. When your words match your body language, you appear more trustworthy and authentic. This creates a seamless dialogue that strengthens the bond between you two. The power of active listening. Beyond expressing your feelings, one of the most important aspects of communication is the ability to listen actively. Giving her your full attention, showing empathy, and responding thoughtfully are all ways to demonstrate respect and build a deeper emotional connection. Active listening is a powerful tool that not only shows you care, but also helps you understand her needs and desires on a deeper level. In relationships, this skill becomes essential for resolving conflicts, strengthening emotional bonds, and fostering intimacy. Paying close attention to what she says, both verbally and through her actions, allows you to respond in a way that meets her where she is emotionally. This thoughtful approach helps create an environment where trust can grow and both partners feel understood. Building intimacy through subtle invitations. When you're ready to invite her into a more intimate setting, subtlety can be your best approach. For instance, softly whispering something like, "I really want to be alone with you," or "Would you like to come to my place at Chachuota?" conveys your feelings without coming on too strong. This type of quiet invitation, delivered with a touch of vulnerability, can make the moment feel more genuine and intimate. There's also a certain charm in embracing a bit of clumsiness or nervousness when making such an invitation. It shows that you're human and not simply following a rehearsed script, which can make you more relatable and endearing. This approach also allows for physical closeness, such as a whispered conversation, to add to the emotional connection. However, timing is crucial. Ensuring that the moment feels right and that she is comfortable with the idea will make your invitation seem more sincere and thoughtful. Gauging her comfort level. It's important to remain attuned to her signals, both in terms of body language and what she says. If she responds positively, showing openness and comfort with your invitation, it's a strong indication that she may be ready to take the relationship to a more intimate level. However, if she hesitates or appears uncomfortable, it's essential to respect her boundaries and not push further. Respecting her comfort level is paramount, as it builds trust and ensures that both of you feel good about the direction things are going. Shyness and subtlety as effective strategies. Sometimes, acting a little shy or casual about the idea of inviting her to a private setting can make the moment feel more natural. A simple suggestion like, "Would you like to come over and watch a movie?" can be a light-hearted way to suggest spending time together in a private setting without putting too much pressure on her. This invitation, framed around a shared activity, allows the situation to develop organically, creating a more relaxed environment where intimacy can naturally evolve. Your home offers a more personal space where both of you can feel comfortable, leading to more authentic interactions. The casual setting can also help foster deeper conversations, creating an opportunity for both of you to connect on a more emotional level. The importance of respect and consent. Regardless of which approach you choose, the underlying foundation remains the same: authenticity, respect, and mutual consent. Ensuring that both of you are on the same page and that she feels comfortable and respected is essential. Whether through subtle body language, thoughtful words, or a casual invitation, the goal is to create a moment of genuine connection that feels natural and meaningful for both of you. Conclusion. At the end of the day, successful relationships are built on more than just attraction. They're grounded in communication, empathy, and understanding. From the way you talk to someone to how well you listen and respond, these small moments of connection add up over time, forming the foundation of a strong, lasting relationship. So next time you're engaging with someone, whether it's a partner, friend, or family member, remember that your words and the way you deliver them hold immense power. By mastering the art of communication, you can build deeper, more meaningful connections, handle conflicts with grace, and foster a sense of trust and intimacy that goes beyond the superficial. And that's what real, lasting relationships are all about.